This is AYS Reactions, and welcome back to another reaction, another review. As you guys can see today, we're on Kuroko's Basketball, episode 41.5. Let's do that again. Quick recap, not that it has anything to do with this episode, more than likely. We're against Touou, guys. We actually closed the gap thanks to this misdirection overflow that got revealed to us that Kuroko has, and it's only activated after his personal misdirection runs out. It then extends to his team in the form of almost a vanishing drive. Basically, their presence gets completely erased, and it's almost like time has passed and they're just gone before Touou's eyes. So because of that, we've actually been able to bring the points all the way back up to the single digits. We're getting close. It's the fourth quarter. Shoot, Touou's captain Aomine, he's going crazy. He's basically making sure Touou is that team and they're doing their thing. And it's I have to say it's impressive. And then Aomine is going back to his old ways. It seems like he's going back to the old Aomine, and almost seems like he's enjoying himself. So it's really interesting to see how this game is progressing, and I can't wait to see the ending, but we're gonna have to wait on that. In the meantime, shout out to all the Patreons out there. Thank you guys so much for all of the support you've been showing on the channel. It really means a lot. If anyone's interested in becoming a Patreon member, link is in the description below. It's Kuroko every single day, no opacity, full audio, no cuts or anything like that. So if anyone's interested, it's only Kuroko currently right now. If you want to add something later, just let me know in the comments. But for right now, it's only Kuroko. If anyone's interested, link will be in the description. Also, guys, don't forget to leave a like if you're enjoying this content. Lets me know to keep going with it. And also, if you're new to the channel, I suggest subbing. Join the AYS crew. We would love to have you. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into this episode, guys. All right. What is going on here? Hey, Kuroko. And he actually made a shot. You hear a ball about. Is this when he first met Aomine? Well, he's about to meet a ghost today. Cheese. Okay, he said hey, but it's not like he said cheese. Oh, he's freaking out. Evil spirit be gone. Aomine. Oh, Kuroko knew him, but I don't think he remembers him. Wow. He's getting a full kick out of this. Oh, he's famous at this point. So who are you? I'm on the third. Wow. See, I respect players like that. No matter how good they are, they acknowledge other people's effort. And they don't care what string you are or what level you are. Oh, whoops. Prepare yourself. Oh my gosh, this is going to be funny. Prepare yourself. And then he's just going to get just blown apart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What was that? I thought he was actually going to do something too. He's always talking about I'm on the third string. Oh, that's what he meant by prepare yourself. He said you're weird. Wow. Oh. Ooh. Of course he's nasty with it, but I'm a little shocked that Kuroko was keeping up with him that well. Let's do that again. Scared the crap out of him again.
お前なんでここに？
好きなんです。ここのバニラシェイク。
I like the vanilla shakes. He's so casual about being like a ghost. It's crazy.
ほらよ。それだけじゃ足りないだろう。一個やるよ。
That's exactly what Kagami did. That's so
ありが
crazy.
とうございます。両手が塞がった状態で歩くのは良くないと思います。
I don't think it's good.
お前実はめ
Are you actually a pain in the butt? Kuroko's so freaking different, but that's hilarious.
そんで毎日昇格目指して居残り練習か。
はい。少しでも状態。
Wow, so he wants to try to move up.
そこまでやってんのは一軍でもなかなかいねえよ。
でも先は長いですね。青峰君を見てよくわかりました。
Look at Kuroko, he looks so little.
手が届きそうにありません。
First thing is beyond my reach.
オフェンスだった時なんで騙されなかった？
Why weren't you tricked?
俺結構真に迫ったフェイクだったと思うんだけど。
Yeah, he was keeping up with them. He didn't get faked out.
フェイクをしそうだなと思ったんです。
I thought you'd probably fake.
なんとなくですけど、まぐれが当たりました。
意味ねえけど。こいつ面白いかも。
This could point to something in the future with Kuroko. Because he was doing this early on against Aomine. But we haven't really seen that much yet from him. We haven't seen him predicting people's movements that much. Well, in a way we have, I guess. We just never seen it one-on-one is what I'm saying. Ooh. Oh my gosh, the lucky item back then.
僕と青峰君はいろいろなバスケには圧倒され、憧れました。
It's interesting to see Kuroko. He tried to emulate it. It's interesting to see Kuroko inspired by somebody because it always seems like Kuroko inspires other people.
いえ、青峰君はすごいですね。
まあ、すごいかどうかっつう話なら、俺はお前の方がすごいと思うけどな。
Wow.
俺よりバスケが好きなやつ、そういねえよ。
Oh, okay. In the terms of liking basketball.
いつか一緒にコートに立とうぜ、鉄。
Hey, that's when they first did that. That's cool.
はい。
何人かは一軍に上がってくるだろう。
そっか。よっしゃ。
Wow, this is when Akashi.
まだ練習すんの？
ああ、次にやるときは井上から絶対20点は取る。
It's funny, Murasaki Bar doesn't seem that tall right here. I know it's middle school, but even middle school doesn't seem that tall.
何やってんの？
最近一周がするのだよ。
ああ、それ。ミネチンとザキシン。洗ってない T シャツロッカーに溜め込んでる。
Oh, he about to freak out. Oh no.
青峰君、
He's gonna tell me he gives up.
どこか悪いのか？
バスケ部をやめようと思います。
は？なんでだよ。
He just doesn't feel like he can, yep. He doesn't feel like he can get there.
と一緒にプレーするどころか、二軍に上がることもできそうにありません。バスケは好きです。けど、
This is when he's gonna decide to become his shadow.
はどうしようもありません。ましてやこの帝光中学校では。
Real quick, guys, I think this is when he's gonna become Aomine's shadow. Right? Okay, so this is before he had the mentality of being someone's shadow. He knew he wasn't very good, but he thought he could get better and become as good as them. This is the point where he realized that he couldn't become as good as them, but he's also going to learn how he can still play with them even if he's not as good as him because he has his own skill set that can actually enhance other people's skill sets. He's an enhancer, basically. Like you said, I'm a shadow. I basically support and I enhance your abilities and skill sets. That's what he's going to learn about himself, and that's the way he's going to be able to get to play with Aomine at the same level, despite not being at the same level. This is some good storytelling. Wow. Wow. And it was Aomine who stopped him from quitting.
こんなところで練習していたのか。
ああ、 向こうの体育館は人
This is when Akashi must have seen it.
よくやろうな。一人じゃねえよ。
マジ
He said, seriously? I did not notice you at all.
彼は
鉄。いつも一緒に練習してんだ。
こんな人いたっけ？
一軍じゃねえからな。まだ三軍。
This is when Akashi saw it. This is crazy.
面白いな。
I've never seen his type before.
もしかしたら俺たちとは全く異質の才能を秘めているかもしれない。
That's crazy Akashi could read that. Like, how would he know? This must be the first time they had Kuroko on the game. Woo! And that was that combo that they started doing.
怖いぐらいに決まるんだけど、
It's kind of scary how well we're playing.
特にあの二人、
こうなると分かっていたのか。
期待以上だよ。
Greater than he expected. And this is the first time Kuroko saw that he could actually be a help. So it was a combination of Akashi and Aomine that kind of got him here. That is crazy.
僕と彼が一緒にコートに立ったのは冬の終わりのことでした。
End of winter. The end of winter, and now we're at the winter inter high where they're standing against each other. Oh, poetic. Poetic.
一人で80点を取ったぞ。
Scored 80 points by himself.
がいたんじゃ。青峰っちはまたお休みっすか？ああ、今日は黒子もな。黒子っちも珍しいっすね。
Wow, Kuroko stopped coming too.
見ていられなくなったんだろう。だが、今のあれに言えることなどないだろうに。
I wonder what made them stop being friends altogether, though. Just because he didn't want to practice anymore.
いいんだよ。練習したら上手くなっちまうだろう。頑張ったら頑張った分だけバスケがつまんなくなってくんだよ。それにきっと俺の欲しいもんはも
Yeah, well, I remember this scene.
うバスケなんてとどのつまりゲームだし流して。
Wow, he said he was gonna start getting it. That's when he put that ice cream down his shirt. Like, nope.
みんなについていくので精一杯です。
Mm.
正直、青峰君の感覚はわかりません。けど、どんなに力が離れてても手加減されたり手を抜かれたりするのは僕が相手だったら絶対して
And that's facts. That's facts. But why'd they stop being friends?
そういや俺神崎の井上から20点取ったことねえわ。あいつまた強くなってるかもな。
Oh, that guy that he played back when he was younger.
よく適当に試合は流すとか言えますね。
Woo, Marasa, come on, man. Maraski Bar killing him out here. Just snatched the ball out the air and then he passed it. Full court shot, nothing. Woo, 130-75. They're purposely not showing Akashi and what he can do yet, so I'm noticing that.
青峰っち始まるっすよ。
He's like, oh, okay.
お前は
俺は黒こっちと交代。また聞いてなかったんすか？
悪いついな。
積極的に青峰に回せ。はい。本当の敗北を教えてやろう。
It was Akashi's fault. It was Akashi's fault. Akashi kind of pushed him. Ooh! Akashi's good too. I knew he would be, but god dog.
一人でやってろよ。
That's a weak team to me. I'm sorry. You gonna just stop in the middle of a game just because you're losing?
もう戦うのも諦めましたってか。ちょっと真面目にやったらこれかよ。
Then get off the court. Just get off the court. If you're gonna do that, leave.
やる気まで失せちまったら、もうバスケの何が楽しいんだよ。
That's true. Akashi masterminded this?
ダメだわ。
Wow.
俺だけだ。
I still don't understand why Aomine would leave Kuroko behind like that, as a friend at least. You can still be his friend. I don't understand. Wow, he's turning down everybody.
ただ練習には出ねえ、試合には出るっつったら話にならねえって向こうが言ってきたんだよ。
Oh. Yeah, that's not gonna fly, my guy. That's not gonna fly.
せえな。
He found a team who was willing to do it, though.
そしてこれ以上周りの奴らと差を広げて
しておきましょう。
There was a coach who was actually willing to be like, yeah, you ain't gotta practice.
青峰君やろ。
誰だあんた。
今吉正一。
Imayoshi.
ついさっきスカウトに来た東欧のキャプテンやらしてもらってる。
Imayoshi, that's how you say his name.
で何。
なんて呼ばれる君らは。
Oh, they were desperate to to get a Generation of Miracle
だか
person.
らどうしても一回見たかったんや。
でなんか分かったかよ。
そうやな。まあ思った通り。
Actually, more than I
思
expected.
った以上に繊細すぎるわ自分。
You're
うち
too
に来る
delicate.
のはやめた方がええな。
Ooh. Oh, reverse psychology.
ビデオ見してもろたわ。
Reverse psychology, too
自
easy.
分の勝利を確信しとる反面あるんやろ。自分と対等、もしくは自分より強い相手。
Wow, he pegged him to a T.
残念ながらそんなことは他のだ。
But unfortunately, no one else wants that.
うちは特にな。だからこそ監督も判断を保留にした。のができたら入れたってもええで。
Wow. So he's like, look, accept your role as the best
面白いなあんた。
and come join us.
考えとくわ。
And that's how he joined Touou.
あの強さだけは信頼に値しますが。
Wow, he... You know what? Hold up, is that it or is there more? Oh, they saw each other. I just don't understand why they couldn't be friends. I wish we could hear what they're saying, but I don't know. He just took off running.
僕たちが別のユニフォームで再会するのはこれから数ヶ月後のことです。
Oh, they had that conversation. All right, guys. So that was episode 41.5. Let's do it again. That was very interesting. That was very eye-opening. Not much to say on the kind of the bulk of the show of the episode, because it was stuff we already knew, stuff we kind of already gathered. The main points I want to hit on first. Well, let me go ahead and give my review. Actually, my review of this episode was a 4. I'd give it a 4.5. It was a solid episode. I liked the background it gave us on Kuroko and Aomine's relationship, and I'm gonna kind of go into that. So the first thing I want to hit is I really liked how they showed how they met in the first place. Of course, Kuroko knew of Aomine because everyone knew of Aomine, but Aomine didn't really know Kuroko, and he got to know Kuroko and how hard Kuroko worked despite not being very talented or very good at the game. He saw how much he loved it, and the first person he's ever met that loved the game more than he did. So he really respected that from Kuroko, and it made him want to work harder too, and that's how they became friends. The second part I want to hit is Akashi. Akashi is something else. He freaking... First of all, he discovered Kuroko, and basically between him and Aomine encouraging Kuroko not to quit basketball, and Akashi seeing the skills that he had despite not being at the same level as Aomine, but having a different set of skills that no one else has. Between those two, that's what crafted Kuroko into the person he is today. A person who loves basketball, but also feels like he has something to offer in basketball to other people and to other teams. So that's very interesting. And then on top of that, he saw and exploited what it seems like to me, the issue Aomine was having. He saw that Aomine was feeling isolated because of how good he was, and that it was starting to wear on him. He stopped coming to practice. He even was going to consider stop coming to games, but it took Kuroko to convince him not to do that. So it seemed like Aomine was, you know, getting over himself and being like, look, okay, I'm not going to trip. I'm sure there's someone out there who's just as good as me who I can actually, you know, go my hardest against. And then in the middle of a game, Akashi noticed how many points he was scoring and was like, we're going to obliterate him. Kuroko passed it to Aomine as much as you can. And they basically just kept passing it to Aomine. Aomine was absolutely crushing them to the point where they didn't want to play anymore. And it feels like Akashi set it up that way. He set it up to where they didn't want to play anymore. So he was, which basically made Aomine feel the way he felt. Now, what his ultimate goal was, I don't know. I don't know what Akashi's ultimate goal was in making Aomine become the Aomine that he is today. I don't know. It's crazy. I can't figure it out, but I do feel like he orchestrated that quite a bit. So yeah, that was really interesting to me. And then we also got to see, of course, how he joined up with Touou, and how Imayoshi, that's his name, that's the proper way to say it, Imayoshi basically kind of almost manipulated Aomine into joining the team. The coach was still willing to like let him skip practice and stuff like that, but it almost seems like, let me put it to you this way. I have brought this up before. I don't understand the coach of Touou. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I just feel like everything that the team is mainly Momoi and Imayoshi. Momoi is the analyst, and she basically gives the team information on how to win their games and how to play against certain players that are becoming a problem and things like that. Then you have Imayoshi, who's a top tier captain, who basically brings up the rear and everything. Anytime the team is falling behind, he picks it back up for him. He picks up the morale. He picks up the drive. He basically gets back the points that seem to have gotten lost because their team is kind of, you know, struggling a little bit. He understands each and every player and knows how to talk to them and calm them down. He knows how to deal with Aomine. He knows how to deal with other players. He knows how to deal with his opponents. It's crazy. Between the two of them, I don't really know what purpose the coach serves other than listening to what these two have to say, because it seemed like the coach was listening to Imayoshi about Aomine. Basically, he was like, look, I don't necessarily like it, but I think it's worth him getting to do whatever he wants to get that skill and that power that he has for the team. So I don't know, but that's my thoughts on it, guys. 45 for 4.5 from me, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all you guys' support. I will see you guys in the next reaction, in the next review. I'm out. Peace.